Hey you guys, I'm making this video today about the music industry and violence. As a lot of you guys may know, yesterday we lost a true king, Mo3. He got murdered in his hometown and city of Dallas, Texas, in broad daylight on the highway. Just a senseless, petty, thoughtless, stupid crime. Basically, probably out of pure hate and jealousy, or whatever the case may be. It seems like a black man can't come up, he can't rise where he's from, he can't give back to his community, he can't be at his all-time greatest without some haters, without some people who really want to see him fail or really want to see him dead out here, just out of pure hate. So I posted a status yesterday after I found out that he had got killed, because I am a fan of his. I do follow his music. And so I posted a status that said, R.I.P. Mo3, another true king has fallen. And on that status, I got a comment from somebody, from a gentleman, who stated, with all respect, he asked for it. Because when you live that lifestyle and you portray that image, you get what you asked for. And I understood what the gentleman was saying, but in my opinion, nobody asks or deserves to be senselessly shot down and murdered in broad daylight on a high-stake freeway. That's just senseless to me. That's just senseless crime. For one, no man has the right to take another man's life. It's only up to the creator of everything and of this universe when it's your said time to go. So for you to take it upon yourself to decide when another man or woman should leave this earth, to me, is just pure demonic and evil. Regardless of any hate or malice or ill will you have towards a person, it should never result down to you feeling like you need to take this person's life off this earth. Now, yes, are there certain circumstances where certain things happen? Of course. If someone breaks into your home, if someone hurts your child or hurts you or hurts your spouse or hurts anyone in your family, if someone tries to put your life in danger, we have to defend ourselves. But there's a difference between you having to defend yourself, and tragedy may come from that, and you just plain senselessly taking the life of another out of ill feelings and negative feelings that you may have for this person that probably could have been resolved. So when I read this comment, it struck me in a way that I just couldn't help but to speak back. First of all, I want to address the fact that he said, well, that's what he asked for because of the life that he lives and the image he portrays and the lyrics that he raps about in his music. First of all, I don't really care what a person raps about in their music. We had a big controversy when Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B came out with WAP. Even I had my own viewpoints of it. I'm a big Cardi B and big Megan Thee Stallion fan. However, I did not get down with the song WAP. Why did I not get down with the song WAP? Because I didn't like the depiction of the image that all you have to do is basically suck and fuck to get a man to love and respect you, when that's not the case. It's the opposite in reality of getting a man to respect you. I didn't like how it felt like they were tearing down good, wholesome women out here who actually do go to work, go to school, have an education, have a degree, take care of their kids, take care of their man, come home, cook, clean, do the laundry, whatever the case may be, and actually be an upstanding woman in the eyes of another man or other people, and basically make it seem like that kind of woman is last place or is not going to receive the love or affection that she needs from a man because she is that kind of woman. I did not like the fact that the song, to me, portrayed that basically being a whore and selling your body for $1 amount trumps over having self-respect, and that this is the music that our young generation of young girls is listening to and is letting conform their mindset, thus becoming these women who have less self-respect for themselves and are willing to tolerate anything from a man or give all of themselves, their body, mind, soul, and spirit to a man for a little bit of nothing. That's why I did not get down with the song WAP. And a lot of people may disagree with me, and that's fine and it's well respected, because not everybody's going to share my opinion or my viewpoints. If they did, we would live in a boring society, to be honest. But I do have my own viewpoints, and the way I feel about music and how it's portrayed out here and how certain people perceive it and take it up on them to listen to that music and try to make that music their real life situation. And we have so many people like that who take music, TV shows, books, and anything else that triggers into their subconscious, and they take it and they try to become it. So we see so many young women now trying to become Megan Thee Stallion, trying to become Cardi B's, and relinquishing all of their power and all of their self-worth and self-respect to become this woman that they think is the pivotal woman right now that has all this power and is getting all this love, admiration, and respect from a man, when really this is just an image that these women have signed the contracts to portray so they can make $1. And so when I read the comment that, oh, well, look at the music that he raps about, look at the music he puts out in the world, into society. Well, how do we know that this is really how Mo3 lives his life unless we know him personally? In most cases, a lot of entertainers in the music industry, they sign contracts and they're told by the label, their publicists, and other people, their A&R reps, and all these other people, how to conduct themselves in the image that they have to portray to sell records, to make money for the record label and for the record label to pay them out a certain amount of money. Once that contract is signed, you're basically sold. You're a slave to that record label. If you choose not to produce the music that they tell you to produce, then you're up to be sued or have any kind of ramifications that come back to you because you signed a legal binding document. So I've seen so many rappers and artists have interviews, Cardi B being one of them, where they have confessed that the music that they're putting out is not the music that they really intended to put out. But when they signed that record deal, that was the music that they were told to make because that's the music that sells right now. Sex, drugs, fornication. All of this is what sells records and makes money because that's what we're told in 2020 and in today's millennial society is what's popular right now. It's what's happening and it's what's popping. You have so many men, even young 18 to 35, 40-year-old men listening to The Baby, Lucci, Gotti, Jeezy, who else is out there? Rich Homie, whoever else. I'm not up to par right now with the new young rappers out because they really don't make no sense to me. I'm more of a Kendrick Lamar kind of chick, but Common, you feel me? But whatever. But all these new young hip male rappers, which I'm not downing anybody's music by all means. I mean, get your bread out here. You feel me? But we have so many men who are listening to these men rap, who are portraying an image that, oh, if you sell drugs, if you tote guns, if you wear your jeans and your pants half off your ass, and you out here talking about you thugging, you blood, and you crip, that makes you cool, that makes you popular, and that makes you the man suitable for a woman because that's the kind of woman that a man wants. When in reality, yeah, there are some women out here that want that kind of man, but in reality, a real woman that wants to grow and wants to build and wants to have a healthy relationship does not seek that kind of man because that kind of man only brings about confusion, drama, and destruction wherever he goes because that's all he knows, and that's all that lifestyle will produce. So we're depicted and conformed as a society by the music that we listen to, the TV shows that we watch, the books that we read, and everything else. So when people speak upon, oh, well, maybe Mo3 deserves what he got, or he should have seen it coming because of the image that he portrayed and the music that he puts out here in the world. Well, I'm here to tell you, baby, that a lot of these people are just rapping what they are agreed to rap to. A lot of y'all, if y'all listen to Cardi B before she was really on, before she was on Love and Hip Hop, she spit bars. She didn't talk about prostitution, selling her body for sex, and not cleaning up but sucking dick or whatever the case may be. Excuse my language, y'all. YouTube be tripping sometime. She talked about the slums where she came from, her hustle, her grind, how it is out here to be a woman out here trying to get it. She stood on the block in a group full of men and she spit bars. She freestyle rap, and she put the videos out on YouTube where she was fully clothed. I mean, she was blooded down because she is affiliated with the Blood Gang, but neither here or there, she was sending out a message. Now she sends out music that still sends a message, but is the message positive or is it negative? I mean, to each his own opinion and viewpoint. But when it comes down to the music industry, we can't forget that these people are out here trying to make $1 just as we are. They're out here portraying certain images that are really not them. Anybody could throw on an outfit and throw on some rented bling and be in a rented vehicle and be out in front of a rented house that a record label paid for you to shoot a video and portray an image that's going to sell to somebody's subconscious, and that person's going to absorb that and become that. Now they're going to want to buy that record. Now they're going to buy that ticket to that concert because they want to get more of this energy that they're getting fed into them, that they feel like is right, that they feel like it's how they should move and how they should be and how they should portray themselves and carry themselves. But in reality, all of it is just conforming our mindsets and keeping us down as the people. In reality. So these music industries are owned by who? Mostly white people. No offense to anybody that watches my channel that's not black. If you may be Caucasian, Hispanic, whatever the nationality. I'm not racist. I'm not prejudiced. I have no ill will feelings towards anybody, but I'm all pro-black. Let's keep it clear. I am a black woman in 2020 in today's millennial society, and I'm speaking to my black people for impact and for change. So let's be clear on who owns these record labels. Let's just really break it down. They're owned mostly by white people, the Rockefeller Group, who Jay-Z has ties to. So that's another video for another day, because I know that Jay-Z is well prominent as an entrepreneur, as a businessman, as a music artist out here, as a mogul. There is no question to the moves that he has made to establish himself and build himself as a mogul in today's music society, and it's just in 2020 and in today's society, period. But maybe the routes that he's chosen, the contracts that he signs, the hands that he is shook to get there may be partly questionable in the process. I mean, let's be clear, we all have to rub hands with the white people. Look what happened to Nick Cannon when he stood up and he told the truth. He was taken from his own business and money was relinquished out of his own pockets because he chose to stand up and tell the truth and to stand up for his black people. So let's be clear, they want to own us. They don't want us to be able to stand up and tell the truth for ourselves. So they own these record labels, and they know that we want this money. They know that we have this talent that they don't possess, but they want to be able to still make money off of us in whatever capacity that they can, whether it be sports, whether it be in a traditional job place, or whether it be in the music industry, whether it be in the healthcare field, however it is. Black people possess all kind of capabilities and talents and abilities that we know the other people don't really possess. You know, again, no disrespect to anybody that's listening to this right now. But we are the powerful people. We're the chosen ones. We're the set apart. We are the light. So because we are of that, and they see that, they put us in positions to where we can make money for them, but then they could program our minds and tell us that this is what we want and what we need, and this is how we're going to get to the next level and how we're going to obtain those things that we want, those goals and those riches that we want, those assets that we want, that house that we want, that amount of money in the bank account that we desire, that we see that they have. They put this plan in front of us, and they tell us that this is how we execute it to achieve those things. Well, really, they're just giving us all the tools to our own demise and to our own destruction in reality. So we sign these contracts as artists, as minority artists. They sign these contracts that's really like selling your soul to the devil, because now, even though you have this musical talent and this vision that you have for yourself and for your own musical journey, they're going to flip it and twist it and tell you, no, that's not what's going to sell music. That's not what's going to get you that Bentley. That's not what's going to get you that mansion. You're not going to ride in that jet. You're not going to get that award for making that kind of music. You need to make this kind of music because this is kind of music that your demographic, that your people want to hear and want to listen to, when really they're just making you sign a contract to feed negative connotations to your own people and to continue to help your people create their own demise and to continue to keep us diminished as the people. So again, they give us all the right tools to create our own destruction, and that's all it is. That's really all it is in a nutshell. They sign contracts and they put out this music, and in the beginning it feels good and it seems good to them, because who doesn't want to have that fame? Who doesn't want to have that amount of money and not be able to have to worry about where the next check is going to come from or how I'm going to pay this bill, to be able to go on the store and buy whatever shirt, pants, jeans, shoes, whatever you want to buy, no matter what the price is on the tag. Everybody probably dreams about living that lifestyle. So if you have the opportunity to get it, of course you're going to take it, but at what cost? So when we say he deserves to be murdered because of the music that he listens to, understand this man has children. Understand that this man probably had a dream. Understand that this man is multi-talented, can rap and sing. And his talent was sought out by those people. And even though he signed to Boosie's label and with Boosie, he still has ties and probably had business with other people besides Boosie. There you have to worry about your own people hating you. So it's not just the people on the other flip side, the white people or whoever who own the record companies and have you sign the contracts and make the contracts and tell you to produce this kind of music to your community because this is what your community wants to listen to. When really, of course, your community is going to listen to it. Your community is going to rock with you and they're going to ride with you because they familiarize with you. So whatever energy you send out to them, they're going to absorb. But if you would send out positive energy, they would absorb that. But the record labels owned by those people that want to diminish us don't want us to absorb any positive energy. They only want to feed us negativity. You're right. But it's on us as the people as well, as the minority community. Stop killing each other. Stop hating on your next man that you see coming up brighter than you. We all want to see each other do good, but we don't want to see nobody doing better than us. Right? So this has to do with, at the same time, hate and just pure naiveness and just pure ignorance coming from our own community. We want to scream Black Lives Matter. We want respect, but we don't respect each other. We want to scream stop killing us, but we won't stop killing each other. How can we hold other people accountable for their actions if we don't hold one another accountable? If we can't stand in a place where we need to check each other on how we handle each other as Black kings and queens. Why we can't build each other up and lift each other up and love each other as the people and continue to pour love into each other and help each other rise and grow instead of trying to step on each other to get to the top, kill each other and knock each other off. Because that's not the way. And that's not how we're going to get respect. And we wonder why they hate us. We wonder why they try to kill us and why they try to diminish us. Because we're diminishing ourselves with every capacity that we can. Right? This man was killed out of pure stupidity, just out of pure hate. Probably somebody that just had beef with him, maybe another local artist that wasn't as big as him and that didn't want to see him shine and didn't want to see him continue to grow as a man, as a king, as an artist. So he chose to take this man's life away out of pure foolishness. And then we have naive people making statements such as he deserved it based off the lifestyle that he lived, when really we don't know this man on a personal level. So we don't know what kind of lifestyle he lived behind his music. Right? We don't know what he did with the rest of his time where he wasn't in the studio, when he wasn't on tour, when he wasn't having concerts, when he wasn't doing community work, giving back to his community. We know that this man had kids that he needed to feed, family that he needed to take care of that was relying on him. But we don't know the moves that he made and the image that he portrayed. Maybe at one point in time, maybe he did run the streets. Maybe he did sell drugs to make a way before he became an artist and really got on and really started rapping and really having his name known. So maybe he did live that lifestyle and he was trying to change his life and move in a more positive direction. Of course, we all know him for his temper, his quick attitude that is talked about in media between beefs with him and Yella Beezy and other local Dallas artists and rappers. But all of that could also be made up fictitious stories to boost record sales and to boost album sales, concert sales. Let's be clear. Let's know what the music industry is corrupt in itself, right? How many times have we seen publicity stunts and then an album come out, right? So we have to know that the music industry in itself is corrupt, and it's not for the Black man, the Black woman, or the minority. You see us sell the most in it, but it's not for us, right? It's to help diminish a community, a population of the people. Because they know that somebody out there is going to sell their soul for the dollar amount. And they're willing to diminish their own people for a dollar amount, to gain some assets, to gain some money. Because at the end of the day, that's basically what we're doing. If you're not sending out positive energy and positive messages to your community to help the people grow and rise in knowledge and to know who we are, then you're only sending out negativity to help us diminish ourselves and kill each other off one by one, doing the people a favor. So they don't have to do as much work to get rid of us, because we'll do the work for them. We'll get rid of each other if you write the right price on the check. So I said all that to say, let's stop speaking from a place where we have no understanding. No one deserves, no matter the lifestyle they live or the music that they talk about, to be harmed physically in any kind of way, especially not murdered and killed down. This man had children. This man had a family. This man had dreams. He had a purpose. Regardless of the music that he put out or the image that he portrayed. When it all boils down to it, we have to rise as the people. We have to start holding each other accountable. We have to stop hating on each other and start loving each other more. We have to stop fucking each other over, excuse my language, to get ahead. Let's start coming together and help each other build and grow. Let's learn off of each other and push each other to do better and to move forward in positive aspects. The white people do it, the Hispanics do it. They come together and they grow and they build, but black people, we just can't do it. We rather see the next man fall than see him prosper. And what kind of mindset is that to have as the people? And we wonder why they slay us. Until we start loving ourselves and loving each other and loving one another, we can't expect love nowhere. And even when we do learn to love ourselves and love one another, we still can't expect love to come from nowhere else. Remember, we are the chosen. We are the set apart. We are the light. Shine your light. Love your brother and sister. Stop killing each other. Stop arguing. Stop fighting over frivolous, petty things that don't matter. It's enough money out here for all of us to eat. And if we start coming together and using the capabilities that's been put in us, we can eat more than ever. I love y'all. We're going to continue to rise as the black people, as the nation. We're going to continue to grow and learn how to love ourselves and love one another and come together and build. Stop the violence, spread the peace. Remember, subscribe to my channel, like, share, tell a friend. Oh yeah, I work for a nonprofit organization. I can't disclose the name of the organization because my kids that I work with are in CPS custody. But I'm taking donations for kids, all boys ages 10 to 17 years old. If you have any clothes, shoes, hygiene products, books. One of my kids, he loves to draw. He's damn good at it. One of my kids loves SpongeBob. If you have anything, we're willing to take anything that you're willing to donate. It's the holiday times. Let's start building and growing. Let's start spreading some light. Let's start spreading love. Let's start giving back to the less fortunate and those who are really in need. Let's start helping these kids and breathing into these kids' life so that the next generation that comes after us will spread light and positivity and not hate and anger. Let's be a change. Let's stop being a part of the problem and be a solution to the problem. Until next time, spread light, spread love, and spread peace. If you're interested in donating, I will drop my email in the description below. Again, I'm looking for donations for Christmas for boys in CPS custody, ages 10 through 17 years of age. My email will be in the description below. Drop me an email if you're interested in donating. Thank you. Love you guys.